I'm with Anthony Bellino, Fox Sports 1230, the Morning Blitz, but more importantly to me, he's the PA announcer here for our beloved Toledo Rockets. Anthony, we're going to address the elephant in Lot 10. You're a BG grad, but now you're with UT. How's that work?
Well, it worked out pretty easily for me, to be honest with you. When I graduated from Bowling Green in 2010, I was still working at the university for a year, and then the Toledo job opened up because of Kevin Mullen. I had worked with Kevin with the Walleye and with the Toledo Mud Hens, and when he said he was leaving the public address booth here at the Glass Bowl, he basically referred me. I sent in a demo tape, and then the rest is history. Been here ever since.
Okay, now you mentioned the Walleye, Mr. Mud Hens. I mean, so you do have other gigs than just Toledo and Fox Sports 1230. You do the Mud Hens, Walleye, and you've done the Jaguars. You've done about everything.
Yeah. So currently, right now during at the end of baseball and football season, I work with the Detroit Lions doing a pregame and halftime show there at Ford Field for them. Toledo Rockets football, men's and women's basketball, the University of Michigan men's and women's basketball, as well as the Walleye and the Hens. So it's I like to stay busy, fill in for the Tigers when they need me when Bob Vergils is out. So yeah, I just drive in circles. That's what I do.
Okay, obviously you're a hard-working man. Talk about your shift at Fox Sports 1230. Obviously, you're not getting in there at 7 o'clock when you go on the air. You got a little prep time.
Yeah, so what I like to do is I'm more of a night owl myself than a morning person. Funny that it's a morning show. So what I like to do is I'll stay up late, and that way I get all the show prep done. You know, Colin Coward always says 2 hours of prep for 1 hour of show. So we try to plan the week out ahead of time for guests when it comes to what kind of topics we're going to talk about, who we want to have onto the show to contribute. You know, thanks to UT and getting Coach Candle on each week on Thursday mornings this year is great to have a one-on-one consistently weekly with a head football coach. I never take that for granted. So we have our weekly segments. Coach Candle's one of them. Coach Watson with the Walleye is another. We'll do Hens baseball with John Wagner. We'll talk Buckeyes football with Jeremy Birmingham. So there's some staples. We do high school sports previews with the guys over at 13 this year. So I like to at least have somewhat of a structure and a plan in place each night before, so when I wake up at 5:30, 5:45, 6 o'clock, that I already know what I'm going to do once I get there in the mornings. It's that trying to fall asleep before 1 a.m. and trying to get up before 6. That's usually the hardest part.
Okay, Rockets obviously are loaded at wide receiver this year. Quarterback situation, Mitch Guadagni will be the starter. Eli Peters, hopefully we'll see some action here in the opener. But what are your thoughts about the Toledo Rockets this year and how well they're going to do?
Well, I was very surprised to see that overall the MAC media powers that be decided that they would choose the Rockets to finish third in the conference. Now, I think that's a little low considering Howard had a lead at Ohio. I think it was like in the first half or whatnot when I left. So it's a situation where, yes, the Rockets have a new quarterback, but Mitch Guadagni has gotten nothing but praise from the coaching staff. The players are really excited about Mitch Guadagni as well, saying he's very elusive. He's going to be a handful. I'm excited to finally see him out here. And what we've seen at Toledo, especially, look at the running backs position, for example. Adonis Thomas turned into David Fluellen, turned into Kareem Hunt, turned into Terry Swanson, and now the three-headed monster they have in the backfield between Brian Koback, Shaquille Seymour, and Art Tompkins as well. There's versatility there, and I think that with the level of wide receiver play that we have, the stable of running backs that we have as well, I think it bodes really well to take some pressure off of Mitch Guadagni. He won't have to necessarily come in and shoulder the entire load. Offensive line is going to be a question. There are some injuries up front where that second week bye week is going to be huge going into Miami to get some of the guys on the offensive line healthy. But, offensive line over the last couple of years, it's always been kind of a patchwork group. They've had great talent there, but injuries have really plagued that front five. So if they can stay healthy and get healthy going into the Miami game, I think that is going to be key. And then defensively as well, I love the secondary. They're loaded. Good experience with Tyler Tafe and Richard Olekama. I think it's no longer Olekanma, it's Olekama this year.
There you go.
The front four there on the defensive side of the football with Tuzar Skipper. He'll be anchoring that unit. So I like us to win the MAC again. I honestly do. I think that when it comes to who you're going to pick to finish first place, you're the defending champs for a reason. Last year doesn't mean anything. Everybody still starts off with a fresh slate this week one. But if you want to be the champ, you got to beat the champ. And right now, I like our odds.
All right, Anthony, being a Bowling Green grad, the fact that you said us, I love that. We're going to end it by saying TOL.
EDO.